Hello and welcome to a quick demonstration on how to customize the font of your post titles, sidebar titles, and header in Blogger. The first thing you'll want to do is go to the link that's provided underneath this video. It's a page on kevinandamanda.com that shows you how to use a cute font for your Blogger post titles. Basically, I'm just going to demonstrate how to do this. You'll also need access to your template in blogger.com. If you click on the Design tab, then click Edit HTML, here you have your template, your HTML template. The one I'm using right now is just minimal white, and I'm going to click Preview so you can see what it looks like. We'll be changing the header font, the post title font, and the sidebar title font, right where it says About Me over here. I'm going to exit that. You'll also need to open your webs.com account. If you don't have one, just go to webs.com and we'll sign up. And then also go to ciphergenerator.com/wizard. Okay. Now by following the tutorial on kevinandamanda.com, the first thing we're going to do is choose our font and make a Swift file out of it. Now I've chosen a few fonts here. I've downloaded all the ones from kevinandamanda.com. Also, Sugar Frog Fonts has cute fonts. And you can also just use a more plain but maybe classier looking font. Any of these options is fine. I'm going to use Peahana Vanilla for this tutorial. So we'll go to ciphergenerator.com/wizard and click Browse. Now, ordinarily, if you don't have Windows 7, if you have Windows 7 or below, I believe you can just click on Local Disk C, then click on Windows, then click on the Fonts folder. And from there you'll be able to choose your font or your Peahana Vanilla or whatever font you wanted to use. Now, I have Windows 7 and it says I don't have permission to open this file, so I'm just going to click OK. And I accessed this file earlier and saved my font that I wanted to the desktop. So I'm going to go Peahana Vanilla and choose the TTF file and then click Next. Make sure everything is, leave everything default and keep clicking the Next buttons. Choose letters, digits, and common other characters. And then it generates your Swift file for you. Click Next, and then click Download. I'm going to save this file and click OK. It's currently located in my Downloads folder, so I'm going to open the Containing folder and just move it to the desktop so I can more easily find it. Now that we've generated the file, I can close this window. Go back to the tutorial and scroll down to the next step, which is saving each one of these links. Just click on or right-click on each one of them and select Save Link As. Now, I've already saved all these onto my desktop, but you'll need to go ahead and do that. If you have one of the new designer templates in Blogger, you'll want to upload this Blogger cipher underneath where her little note that says you'll need to download that one. But since I just am using the minimal white template, I'm just going to use the older ones. The next step is we're going to set up our webs.com account. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log into it. If I could get the password right. Here are all the sites that I've created fonts for previously. Likely yours will be new, so you can click Create New Site. And I'm going to title it Peahana Vanilla 2. And it doesn't really matter the name. Then choose a site category. Again, doesn't matter. When you choose your template, click on the last page and select the blank template that says Custom CSS. Make sure the Agree to Terms of Service is checked and click Continue to Next Step. You can leave all of this how it is and just click Create Site. And then choose the free package. Now to get to where my files are, I'm just going to go back to webs.com, and it should have retained my information, so it's going to automatically log me into my little dashboard here. Click on File Manager, and at the top it'll say what site you're working on. I'm working on P Hannah Vanilla 2. Now I'm going to start uploading all those files that I just made. So go to Single File Uploader, Browse, and you can start with your font that you just made. So P Hannah Vanilla, and upload the P Hannah Vanilla or whatever font you have, the SWF file, so SWF, and click Open. And then upload the file. Choose Single File Uploader again. Find the bloggercipher.js. Upload. Then the cipher.css. Cipher.js. And the last one is index. So index.html. Okay. Click on your font, the phannahvanilla.swf font. Open it in a new window and select the URL at the top and press Ctrl+C to copy it. Then click on the Edit next to the bloggercipher.js. First thing you'll do is replace this URL here that says username.webs.com/fontname.swift. Make sure you don't delete the apostrophes on either side, and paste what you just copied. Now my current blog is only 2 columns wide, so I don't need to copy and paste the code here to make it suitable for 3 columns. If you wanted to make it for 3 columns, choose where it says End of Sidebar Code, highlight all of that until you get to the point where it says End of Date Code, copy it, press Enter a few times, and then find out where or what the name of that second sidebar is. In this Minima template, I'm going to scroll down to where it says Outer Wrapper, and then there's a place that says Sidebar Wrapper right here. In 3-column blogs, usually there is another section of code that looks just like this Sidebar Wrapper section, but maybe it's titled Left with a dash, or New, or just L. But take note of what that says between the # and the word sidebar. And in that code you just pasted, you'll want to put left, dash, or whatever the name is. So I'm just going to keep that like that in case I wanted to make a blog 3 columns later. So starting from the top, it says this block of code changes your post title. Here you can change the color. This is just black, but if you wanted to change the color to a different HTML or hex color, you could do that. I'm going to make the font size a little bit smaller. So there's the post title. You can change the color that it appears when it's a link and when it's when your mouse hovers over it. But again, I'm just going to leave that black. The next block of code changes the date. Usually I delete this just because I don't like the date to appear scripty, but I'll leave this, maybe make it a little bit smaller. The next 2 blocks of code changes your sidebar titles. And then if you wanted to change your header font, just copy the sidebar title code. Press Ctrl+C, press Enter, and paste it. Now we need to find the name of our header. So go to Header Wrapper, at the very top it says header. Scroll down and it looks like this says header H1. So I'm going to copy that and paste it right here in between these two apostrophes where it says selector. So now it says pound header H1. And we can make it nice and big. Oh, I don't know. Just guessing. And again, I'm just going to leave all that black. So now I can click Save. Go back to the tutorial. And all of this we just got done doing. Now we want to copy this code here that she offers. All of the code in this gray area. Press Ctrl C. And then click Ctrl F and look for the head tag. There should be a bskin tag above it. So in between that bskin and head tag, you'll paste the code that she just gave you. Take note of your username, which is phannahvanilla2, and then just replace that word username with your site title. And save. Now, if we did it all correctly, it should work. Click View Blog. So now you have cute post titles, sidebar titles, and even your header font. Now, if you wanted these sidebar titles centered, or this header font centered, you could do that. Just click on your bloggercipher.js. And in any of these, even if you want your post title centered or your date centered, just click to where it says font size, font weight, and then right after font weight, put a space and put text dash align colon the word center and then a semicolon. And you can do that for all of the this looks like it's just our sidebar, so we'll want our sidebars to match. Again, I don't have that left sider, so it's okay. The header text can be centered, maybe make it bigger, and save. Now, if you don't see it right away, the changes that you just made right away, you'll probably need to clear your browser's cache. Sometimes it doesn't automatically register. Yeah, I'm going to close this. But if you give it a few minutes, it should be fine. I hope this helped you change your post titles, sidebar titles, and header font a little bit easier. It's a lot more easy to follow a demonstration sometimes. If you're having problems, there are a lot of troubleshooting tips on this link that I provided you at kevinandamanda.com. So go ahead and go there if you have any questions. Most of them answered all the questions or problems that I ran into. So thank you very much for watching.